All right. Hey, people. Hope you're having a great day. Well, today's lesson is called adding and subtracting polynomials, but we're first going to know what a polynomial is. So, there's a lot of terminology here. The terminology is easy because there are root word or prefixes that help us understand what the words mean. If I'm using that correctly. I don't know. I'm a math teacher, so we'll see. All right, mono. Mono means one. So therefore, monomials. I'm about to say mononomials. It's late, y'all. I'm tired. So I'm just letting you know. If you don't get a lot of energy from me, that's the reason why. But I love you anyway. All right, monomials. Mono means one. So you have one term. Now the term can be multiplied together. It's just one term. What separates terms are what? This is by means two, binomials. What separates this term would be this addition sign. So if I don't see the addition sign, I just see some numbers being multiplied together or some variables being multiplied together, we know we have a monomial. But if they're separated by an addition sign, we know we have a binomial because we have one term here, and then tri means three, so we have a trinomial. And notice that it is separated by an addition sign and a subtraction sign. So there are one, two, three terms. Monomials, binomials, trinomials. Okay? So anything past three terms we call polynomials. Poly means many. So, yeah, I didn't think I could break that stuff down. All right, there you go. So this lesson is not going to be that hard. It's going to be really easy. It's just going to be a lot of terminology. And once you get the terminology under wraps, then you'll be good to go. All right, the degree of a monomial is the sum of the exponents of the variables. A constant has a degree of 0. You know why? Because there are no variables when you just have a constant. All right, so let's look at here. So it's the degree of all the variables. So I won't say this is negative 3 to the first power and then add 1, 3, 4, and 1. No, because 3, negative 3, here will be a coefficient, but yeah. So we won't add that because it's not a variable. So we have 3 plus 4 plus 1. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 1 is 8. So what is what is the degree of this monomial one term? It would be, hey, 3 plus 4, 7, 8. All right, so this doesn't have any variables. So if I don't have any variables to count, then the degree has to be 0. Because clearly it says a constant has a degree of 0. Constant is a number without a variable. All right, so the degree here would be 1. So I can trust that you can do the next 3. Just pause the video. Do the next 3 with that understanding. I expect these notes to be done. Great, wonderful. When you get done, move on. All right, the degree of a polynomial is the degree of the term with the greatest degree. So polynomials is the degree of the term with the greatest degree. Okay, so a polynomial, it means many, but polynomial, let me break this down so people don't get confused. But you said, all right, so poly means many, which means more than one. So technically this is a monomial, but this binomial falls under the bracket of a polynomial because it's more than one. And this trinomial falls under the bracket of a polynomial because it's more than one. All right, so we can say these are polynomials as well because it's more than one term. All right, so just understand that, okay? But two term has a special name called a binomial, and a three term has a special name called a trinomial. And after we get past three terms, they're all just called polynomials. All right, moving on or moving back. So the degree of the polynomial is the degree of the term with the greatest degree. So this is a binomial, but we know it's a polynomial because it's more than one term. And it says the degree is the greatest degree. So the degree of this term has a degree of 4 because the term with the greatest degree is 4. All right, I told y'all this would be easy. Come on, y'all. All right, so when I look here at this polynomial, but it's 3 terms, so I know it's a special polynomial called a trinomial. It's really nothing special about it. It just has a name, and the rest, somebody got lazy. It's like, we're not naming anything after 3. So that's what they did. So this is a 2, this is a 4, this is a 6. Okay, so the degree here would be 6. Y'all see that? I'm gonna do one and say the next three for y'all. All right, so this degree here is 6. This is 4. This is 1. All right, we don't count you. You're a constant. You don't have a degree, but 0. So therefore, the degree here would be 6. Baby stuff, right? Yep, baby stuff. Easy stuff. It's just the fact that you got to remember terminologies. Moving on. 5 minutes in, y'all. I'm gonna try to get this done in 15 minutes. The standard form, I don't know why y'all they always want to they like the word standard form. We have standard form with scientific notation standard form. We have standard form when it comes to ax plus by equals c. We have standard form when it comes to polynomials. So, hey, somebody really loves the word standard form. All right, the standard form of polynomial that contains one variable is written with the terms in order from greatest degree to least degree. The coefficient of the first term is called the leading coefficient. So basically, they want us to write this in standard form. Standard form, when we're talking about polynomials, is with, it leads off, it's the term with the greatest degree. So this degree is a degree of 2, this is 0, this is 1, this is 3. So 3 is greater than 2, which is greater than 1, which is greater than 0. So we write this in order from basically from greatest to least. So I start off with negative 4x to the third power. That's the first, this is leading term. Then we have plus 15x squared plus 3x minus 9. So the leading coefficient, the coefficient of the first term is called the leading coefficient. So what's the leading coefficient? Negative 4. All right. So right here, the greatest degree would be 7. So we have negative 2x to the 7th power plus 3x to the 4th power plus 5x squared minus 4x. All right. And the leading coefficient would be negative 2. The coefficient of the first term. All right. So y'all gonna do the rest. Great. 7 minutes in, 8 minutes to go. Killing it. All right. So this is where we start classifying polynomials. Okay. Classifying polynomials. So we know this. Mono means 1. Binomial means 2. Or bi means 2. Tri means 3. So binomials, trinomials, 3. And then anything 4 or more is a polynomial. But we can also name them by their degrees. Now I'm going to be flipping back and forth to this page so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you have a 0 degree, it's a constant. If it has 1 degree, it's linear. 2, quadratic, cubic. We're going to learn some of this stuff later on. Quartic, quintic, and 6th degree, 7th degree. After 5, we don't start naming them. We just say, oh, it's the 6th degree. Oh, it's the 7th degree. Oh, it's the 20th degree. So we don't name them after the 5th degree. 5th degree. All right, so let's look here what Mr. O'Neill has planned for us. So we're going to name this polynomial because it's more than 3 terms. But we're going to give it specific, more than 1 term, but we're going to give it a specific name. So the highest degree of this polynomial is 2, right? And then there are 1, 2, 3 terms. So 2 degrees, 3 terms. This would be, we start off with the degree first. That's why I put it first. 2 degrees is quadratic. 3 terms is trinomial. So we will call this a quadratic trinomial. Beautiful, right? That's what I thought. All right, so there are how many degrees here? There's 1 degree, and then there are 2 terms. So we would call this 1 degree right here, 2 terms right here. So we will call this a linear binomial. Binomi. Oh, I sound like binomial, but I don't know what I sounded like right there. But that says binomial. All right, moving on. Y'all do the rest. Yep, that's for you. Yep, smiley face. Go ahead and handle it, people. All right, so now we're going to be adding, and then what is this? 5.5 minutes I have left. So now we're going to use what we've learned and we're going to add and subtract. I think I forgot to say name it. I don't think I'm going to have y'all name it. Well, I might. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So when you look at these pictures, of course, on your paper, it's not color coded because, you know, we don't have color printers here to print out a whole bunch of. So this costs too much. All right. So I've color coded the green And if you combine all of them, I don't know what this light green is doing here. I think I missed this bad boy. Um, forgot to make him the same color green. But if you combine them all, hopefully I still did this right. It's like combining like terms, everybody. X to the third, all the x to the third are the same term. So you combine them, if you will take the time to combine them, you get negative 10x to the third. Combine all the purples, you get 13x squared. Combine all the reds, you get 15x. And combine all the fives, all the numbers, you will get 5. So that's the leading into this wonderful lesson. Simplify the following polynomials and put them in standard form. Above each polynomial, write the type of polynomial it is. So we're going to do some of that here and there. So if I start off in standard form, the highest degree leads first. So x to the third is the highest degree. So negative 20 plus 7 gives me negative 13. No, I'm not going to color code this. X to the third. Maybe just make it black. Make it neutral, Have folks feeling better about it. Oh, there we go. Work the magic, Mr. O'Neill. All right, negative 13x to the third, and then 5x squared minus 11x squared gives me negative 6. Y'all see this? It's trying to play games with me. Stop playing games. Negative 6x squared. And then negative 7x minus 5x gives me, you're supposed to be black. Stop playing. Negative 12x, and then minus 8. Okay, so what's the highest degree? The highest degree is 3. Hurry up, Mr. O'Neill. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So the highest degree is 3, which is a cubic. And then we have 4 terms, I believe. Polynomial, because 4 or more is a polynomial. So this is a cubic polynomial. Hurry up, Mr. O'Neill. Time is running out. All right, so here, what you need to know about this is that the negative sign makes everything change. So I'm subtracting all of this. When I subtract all of that, that's basically putting a 1 here and multiplying everything by negative 1. So I showed you this before, I believe, but you put plus and you just change the sign of everything on the inside. That becomes positive. This becomes positive. And now this becomes negative. Because if I would distribute a negative 1, that's what would happen. And now the leading terms, negative 4x to the third plus 9x to the third gives me 5x to the third. And then negative 1x squared plus 10x squared is 9x squared minus 8x squared is 1x squared or x squared. And then minus 10. So how many degrees we have? We have 3. So we have a cubic, 3 terms, trinomial. All right, 2 minutes left, y'all. So when you're adding, this is just the horizontal way. This is just the vertical way, y'all. Please don't get confused. I even lined them up for you just to make you feel special. Don't forget about the sign change right here. Figure out what this is, and then write down what type of polynomial it is. All right, let's move on to the last thing, because I care so much. It says find the perimeter of each figure. All right, let's do this. So we're going to put them in standard form. I'm going to do the first one because it's real easy and y'all can do the rest. All right, so perimeter means to add up all the sides, just in case you just forgot that for whatever reason. I don't know why you would. If you're a math 1, you forget that. But we're human. We forget stuff. I forget stuff all the time. Y'all remember when I said 1/2 was less than 0? Y'all remember that? Yeah, I remember that. I think I'll never forget it. All right, so leading term, negative 11x squared plus 10x squared is negative 1x squared. And then negative 1x squared plus 5x squared gives me 4x squared. I know a lot of y'all are loving this mental math stuff. I know this. You don't have to show work. What? Where they do that at? When? All right. And then 8x plus 6x gives me 14x. All right, so the perimeter of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what's a 5-sided figure called? Pentagon, is 4x squared plus 14x. Can I combine anything? No, because this is not a like term. That's my answer. So in the last about 30 seconds, you all need to do the rest. Remember, you're adding, there's not subtracting anywhere, and write them in standard form. If they can't fit inside the figure, put it on the side or whatever. But it's been my pleasure of teaching you today. I am out. If I use this video for future references, I may be right there in front of you. But, I'm not teaching you. So I just want to sign off and just want to thank you all for watching my video. Yeah. Okay, bye.